Good afternoon, guys. I welcome you all for the today's pitch day session at Entie. We are going to have the startup from the EV tech space. The name of the startup is Ergen Technovation. It is led by Nityanand and Sahil. I believe this is our seventh pitch day and we are getting good response from the investors. I'd like to welcome you all, Nityanand, Sahil, and all other investors. Entie is a business dating platform where we connect startups with the investors and co-founder. So we are building community through WhatsApp now. We have got 750 startups, 150 angels investors, and 150 co-founders. And as a part of building community, we are doing this pitch day virtually with direct to the investors. Investors, if you have got any question pertaining to the startup, we will open up the forum to ask the question at the end of the session. Now I'd like to call Nityananda and his team to present their startup. Nityanand, over to you.
Okay. Yes. Thank you, Yogesh. I'll just share my screen.
Yes, please.
Hmm. Hey, is the screen visible?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Yes, Nityan.
Yes. Okay. So thank you, Yogesh and Entie, for having us here. My name is Sahil. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Ergen Technovation, along with Nityanand, and we are very happy to be presenting today. It's our first pitch, so kindly bear with us. It gives me immense pride to introduce Ergen to you all. We are a deep EV tech company working on the newest age of semiconductors and solutions to help grow the EV industry. We are making all possible accessories which are going to help augment this industry. So, okay, we've come with a vision. The vision is very clear to be the unparalleled market leader in power electronics and EV tech from India. We want to we have the capability and we know that we can put India on the map of the international automobile scene in the growing EV market, and that is what we are striving for here day in and day out. We can do this because of our team of highly experienced engineers, Nityanand, my co-founder, who has a great experience in this power electronics industry, especially, and experience of running another startup. So that helps us grow and develop these new products. Just to now, I will get to the point to talk about the EV market today. It's a huge market. The numbers the numbers are crazy and it is growing at a very fast rate. It's almost a growth rate of 21% CAGR if we look at it at the present. And because of this, it's a very potential and highly growing market. It's a very useful market for all of us. But what happens today is, even after all of this, in a growing market like India, where there is a fast adoption happening, people are not the industry is not growing fast enough because of a few issues that plague the industry. Mainly being there is still not enough reliability when it comes to charging. Basically, the fuel, which is the fuel of these vehicles, there is still some unreliability. Sometimes the electricity costs are very high. It still happens. The electricity in India is not consistent. Even though we claim we are growing with infrastructure, the electricity is not consistent, especially for the two-wheeler and three-wheeler, which is a very portable kind of a market. It doesn't have established stations for charging. So in this sector of the market, which is contributing the maximum numbers, we need a lot more work to be done. So, as I was saying, what we feel to have a very successful EV market or a growing EV market, we feel the power converters, basically the chargers, should be highly efficient. They should be small in size and easy to use. They should also be fast because when we say EVs, we are not only limited to two-wheelers, three-wheelers, four-wheelers. The next age of transportation is coming in. Drones are becoming an everyday thing. Air taxis are being discussed about, and all of these are based on electricity, electric power, and they are going to require power converters. So that is the space that we sit in. Now, to directly talk about the problem that we are here to solve, there are two-wheelers and three-wheelers in the market today, but the chargers that are available with them are highly unreliable. They are unavailable. What happens is the companies are giving maybe 1 year warranty in which they give support. After 1 year, the cost of the charger is very high in comparison to a new bike. So, and that is one thing. The other thing is they are not easily available. That is because these chargers are imported. If the supply chain is broken and there is some kind of an issue, there becomes a dearth in the market, which causes a lot of problems to the consumers. Then they are expensive, like I've told. Then there are other issues related to the technology. They are inefficient. They are wasting a lot of energy. Bulky, not easy to use, creating a lot of losses, which is a problem because then these things tend to push a user away from this vehicle. They want their vehicle charged. They want to rely on their transportation. But if such issues keep coming up, they will move away from it. So that is where we come in. We at Ergen have developed chargers which are based on the newest technology of wide bandgap semiconductors. These semiconductors are very fast, very reliable, very efficient, very complex to use to say, but if used properly with proper designing, they are the future. These semiconductors are already being used in smaller applications like mobile phones, and we want to bring them to the EV industry, which we are doing successfully, and it is possible. The other thing being, our products are suitable and reliable for the market. The Indian market scenario, or rather the developing world market scenario, is much different from the developed world. Our electricity is not reliable. I mean, our grid fluctuates a lot. There are a lot of power variations region to region, and thus it requires a stable charger, which we have been able to produce. We are completely made in India, so that makes us easily available. We are available to our customers, we are available to the market, and we can provide service if at all required. So that puts us ahead of possibly all the charger manufacturers in India today, because even now 90% of the chargers are being imported as SKD and assembled in India. So there is no manufacturer, there are only assemblers in India. Then, of course, we have highly efficient power converters. So our chargers are going to save a lot of energy. The wastage comes down to just 3%. When we do this, we will show calculations later on. But basically, the cost of a charger is not increasing as compared to the market, but we are giving increased savings to the user. So this puts the money back into the user's pocket at the end of each month. Thus, basically, the charger becomes free for the user within a year. So that is something that we've developed. Then it is small, compact. This reduces a lot of issues when it comes to handling and usage, and puts us ahead in the market. So we are proud to announce our products. We have developed two-wheeler and three-wheeler battery chargers. These are for the current EV market, and we are on our way to develop onboard DC to DC converters, which are required to run these vehicles when they are in use. So again, why us? As I was saying, highly efficient, less losses. But if you all focus, this is one of the major points. When we say highly efficient, when we are saving energy, we are saving almost 30 watts, watt hours, 30 units of energy a month for the user. When translated over a period of a year, the using the amount of saving that the user is doing is as good as the amount of the charger that he is paying for. So the charger is free. He can rely on his vehicle now. This is going to basically increase the adoption of EVs. It's going to keep the users safe and available. कि ठीक है, they can go ahead with this vehicle, adopt it more. And then of course there is a technology that we are doing. We are bringing this technology which is going to be around for years. And when we are first to market, we always definitely have that advantage of setting a benchmark. Basically, we will be able to set a benchmark and an industry standard for our chargers. Okay, so let's talk about a few entry barriers. We will need to educate people. People need to know there is a new technology, a new reliable technology available in the market, and thus increase adoption, which is happening, but which can happen at a faster pace. The Indian market today, we are talking about the Indian market right now because it is the highly growing market, but it lacks standardization. There is absolutely no standard power conversion, battery specification, or a charging protocol being followed in this industry today. Every manufacturer has their own standard, and this is causing problem because then it sort of monopolizes the manufacturer, which is not the way things should be, especially in the spare part industry. So lack of standardization is there, and then of course there's a lack of trust because people can't rely on what's available in the market. There are a lot of platforms selling a lot of chargers, but people can't rely on them. They want to know if it's going to work tomorrow or not. So these are a few entry barriers which we believe we can work on and solve. One advantage for us is we are already revenue generating. We've started in 2022. We've developed our products and we are revenue generating today. A few sources of revenue we are doing one offline marketing, and this is mostly in B2B trade. We've set up a network of dealers, distributors, and we have a few OEM connects. So that's one of our businesses. The second being through e-commerce, we have a steady sale of chargers online. We are available on the leading e-commerce platforms and leading Indian trade platforms, which is helping us generate a good amount of revenue. So as I was saying, the target market for our products is the electric vehicle industry. There's a drone and air taxi industry, and there is a robotics industry. Basically, all portable electronic equipment are a target industry for us because anything that is portable is working on a battery, and anything that works on a battery requires a charger, which we are specializing in. So now I'd like to tell a little about our journey. We started off in 2022, April 2022. By September, in about 6 months, we had developed our first set of products. We started our sales in less than a year. We started a small revenue, of course, but we started our sales, we started establishing. And over the next year, now we have successfully developed around 20 SKUs. This is a very wide range of products and which can have multiple models. So these 20 SKUs are scalable and multipliable into various models. So we are in a position where we have our own unique products, good understanding of the market, a reliability check already done with the market. So it puts us in a great position right now. Next. So what a roadmap looks like. Now the reason why we are here is to raise funds because we want to enhance our R&D facility, R&D and production facility because we have a big order book. We have a good order book and we want to be able to produce the required products. This being an automobile industry requires a lot of certification and it has to be produced in a trusted environment. So we want to set up we want to enhance our own production line. Eventually, we will be going on to develop the DC-DC converters, the motor controllers, BMS, and an onboard charger. So this is the journey we will be following. Along with the market trends and the technology, completely focusing on electric vehicles and bringing the newest possible technology at the lowest possible cost for our consumers. So now it gives me a good chance to introduce the team. Along with me is my partner Nityanand. who has almost a 13-year experience in power electronics industry. Then there's me. I'm the CEO. I'm looking after the commercial aspects and the growth aspects of the company. I have done my engineering as well, and my dad has been our seed helper. Let's say he's given us mentorship. He's helping us manage the finances, and he helped us set up the first unit from where we've been growing. So he's also one of our mentors and team members. When I talk about the market, the EV market is huge. I mean, there's no limit to the EV market. The addressable market is also very huge. It is growing by at least 21% in India, and so this opens up a lot of opportunities because when the market grows, it means that there were a lot of products from the previous year in the market which are going to require a replacement of chargers, and there are a lot of manufacturers who are going to require new and reliable chargers. So it's a very growing and a very plush market right now. What's our strategy? Basically, now that we've established ourselves and established our products, we want to raise funds so that we can create more awareness about our brand, about our products, getting feedback, doing associations with industry, OEMs, tie-ups, and pushing sales. Basically, we are at a stage where we now have to go to market. We have to produce more and sell more is what we want to do from here on. I think we can come to this slide later on, questions. Again, why to invest in us? We are using the emerging technology, the technology which is going to be relevant for the next decades to come. The market is growing. The government of India is pushing this sector a lot. They are giving a lot of solves, they are giving a lot of incentives for people to adopt EV. In a way, it's increasing sustainability. It's also going to help make India independent of oil imports, which is the future for our country. Our company is already having positive cash flows. We are breaking even all these years. We are already revenue generation. Our core team is in place. Our basic production facility is in place. We have our orders in a few of our orders in place. But now we require the platform to grow, and we are ready, and we are looking for strategic and interested investors to help us grow with the speed with which the industry is growing as well. So these are our projected financials. From the last year to the previous year, we've been able to do a good number of sales. In the next year, in the upcoming year, we expect to do a sale of 6 crores. One good thing about our products is we have an average gross profit of 68%, which is very high. This is definitely after all our warranties and everything, and we are giving a big warranty to our customers. And we have an EBITDA of on an average of 25 to 27%, which is setting us apart and which is going to help us grow. So over a period of next 5 years, we see a good growth in our sales and our turnover. So now I come to our ask. We are asking for an investment of 5 crore rupees at an equity of for equity of 10% at a valuation of 50 crores. And how do we plan to utilize our funds? 50% of the funds will go towards machines and equipments. We require, or rather, we want to now have equipment which are mandated by the government, certain testing equipment, and certain manufacturing equipment which will help us increase our production by 10 times. So that is where we'll be putting our investment. The other part being in R&D, because with the evolving industry, we need to keep ready, be ready with the new and changing trends. So we want to focus on a strong R&D team. That is where our other money will go. And then there's of course sales and marketing, which will help us generate more and more revenue to keep pumping into this business. So thank you so much everyone for listening to us patiently, and now we are open to questions.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Sahil and Nityanand, for presenting your case. I'll ask few questions before I open the forum for investors to ask the question. As you
Sure.
mentioned that you got the opportunity into electronic EV and drone market. So I'm bit confused about what could be your vision. Do you want to be a electronic component company or EV company?
So we want to be a EV components company. We are not going to make a car or a vehicle. We are going to make all the crucial parts that go inside the vehicle. Basically, all the power electronics parts. We are not a mechanical company. Uh, in an EV, the backbone is the electronics, the powertrain, the battery, the BMS, the DC-DC converters. So we want to be focused only on this sector of the market.
Got it, got it. So I again understand from your speech, this market is pretty new market. It is growing market. So can I consider what you're doing is an opportunity tapping, or you're solving the problem to the existing industry like durable, a smaller chargers? So is it a mix of something?
So that's an interesting question. It's definitely a mix of both these things. Uh, Durability, reliability is something that the market wants. Opportunity is the growth. So we are at a stage where we have both, because people have already purchased a lot of EVs. There are lakhs of vehicles on the road already, but that is barely a one. It's not even a countable number in terms of the vehicles that we have in our country. So people know about this. We don't have to start from the. We don't have to start from scratch. We don't have to teach them about what an EV is. Now we just have to make them trust that it is usable and it is going to go the long way. So that's the difference between EV and
You are the expert.
right.
How you are handling distribution and sales currently, and how you plan to do so?
Okay, so we now have a sales team in place. There are two ways that we will be going ahead in. There is the OEM market, where we tie up, where we become trusted vendors of these automobile manufacturing companies, which is going to be the one. The other one being the retail market, where we are setting up a distribution channel, a set of dealers, distributors. We are doing online promotions to make our brand aware to the people, to make it more trustable. And we are keeping both these channels open. And this is possible because it is our own design, it is our own proprietary product, and thus it gives us the advantage of being able to sell in multiple markets. We are not trading, we are designing and giving it out in the market.
Got it. Got it. That leads to my last question. What is the current revenue and ARR?
Okay. So the current revenue in the last year, we've done a sale of 1.2 CR. So we will be closing 1.2 CR in
It
March
has been 2023,
this upcoming year, 23-24. Uh,
no, for this, let's say 23, 24, what is the revenue?
23-24, we have done 1.2 CRs. In the
1.2.
upcoming year, we look at least 6 CRs because we have those many potential orders lined up.
Any orders in hand, LOI or POs?
Yes, we are talking to a few OEMs which are in the final approval stage of our products.
Okay,
Once we get approved, we will become the trusted vendor, a certified trusted vendor.
got it. Got it. That's great. Okay. Now I'd like to open this forum for investors to ask the question. Uh, you can raise the hand or you can start directly. Yes, Rohit, please.
Yogesh, can I go first? I want to
Yes,
switch
yes,
off
yes,
first.
please.
Two, three questions, critical questions, Nityanand, if you don't mind me asking. Uh, पहला तो when it comes to EV technology, what is it? What is in it for the customer? Because मैं एक LinkedIn पे post देखता हूँ कि बॉस आप एक एक्टिवा लेते हो और एक टू व्हीलर लेते हो उसका ROI we don't even know what is the resale value and things like that. So unit economics on EV, that is number one. Number two is what about the challenge from big guys like Tata, Mahindras? They are all planning multi-billion-dollar ventures. So, to me, it looks like a very fragile industry. So would love to hear what your comments are.
Okay. Thank you. I believe that was Harsh, right? So, two very interesting things. The first is, like we told you, when we look at these unit economics out in the market, इतने माइलेज पे इतना बचाएगी, आपका पर किलोमीटर कॉस्ट इतना आएगा, ये सिर्फ कार का हो गया. चार्जिंग के बारे में कोई बात नहीं करता. आज के चार्जर में there is at least a 30% losses happening. So ये losses किसी ने calculate किए नहीं ना किसी ने आगे pass on किए हैं. तो because of this लोगों को मालूम नहीं है. So when we go and reduce these losses, consumer का जो actual पैसा बचना चाहिए वो बचेगा. जो एक इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल लेने के बाद जो फ्यूल कॉस्ट कम होना चाहिए वो होगा एंड इट इज डायरेक्टली गोइंग बैक टू देम. उनका एक्चुअल डेली बेसिस पे सेविंग होगा, which is still an unrealized fact. And जब लोगों को ये पता चलेगा, people are going to start asking questions and we will be ready with the products then. And the second being, जैसे we were asking what about these Tatas and Mahindras who are coming up with these markets. So interesting thing over here is they are looking forward to companies like us to develop their solutions, the power conversion solutions, because they are focused more on the mechanical part. They require reliable power electronics partners, and I can say this because very recently we've put in our chargers to Tata for approval, and they are giving us a very positive response. So all these companies require a trusted design house, that require trusted manufacturing partner for their potentials and dreams. So that is where we sit in the position.
Awesome. Two follow-up questions or comments. I would say you are not a purely EV industry. That is my sense, क्योंकि EV आदमी सोचता है तो पहला दिमाग में vehicle आता है. So that is number one. I think you could get your messaging very clear. And second point you mentioned, interesting about these guys, Tata testing your product. So are you in a way hinting to me as an investor that it can be a possible exit strategy?
Absolutely. I mean, again, Tata's will have to build an entire new development team. They'll have to build our expertise in their product, and it's a long-term game. So it's a very good exit. It's going to be an exit strategy as well, and it's a growing strategy as well, because today's Tata is tomorrow is going to be a lot more people who are going to require this. That is how the automobile industry is working today. There are a few trusted OEMs which is supplying to this big industry. We see this very clearly, at least where we sit in Pune. So that's thing. And to cater to your first question, we basically categorize ourselves as an EV tech company, not as an EV company, because we will be going into the power electronics or the technology part of the electric vehicle only. All kinds of
Got it.
things. Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay, cool. Thanks. I'm
Thank
good.
you. Yes.
Hi Sahil, hi Nityanand.
Hello.
How are you guys doing?
We are good. We are good. Hi, everyone.
So I'm also from Pune.
Okay.
Yeah. So few questions. So first of all, you will be completely a B2B brand and not a B2C brand, I guess.
Uh, we will be both.
But how will you sell your chargers to people? For example, अगर अभी मैंने कोई EV खरीदा है, तो कंपनी का चार्जर आता है. अगर वो खराब हो गया and I use your charger, won't it void the warranty of the product?
No, it
Why?
won't. Because within the warranty period offers, अगर उसको कुछ हुआ, तो the company says use our product. But once the warranty period is over, there is absolutely no condition कि आप क्या use करो.
वारंटी पीरियड के बाद की बात ही नहीं कर रहा मैं. जब वारंटी वॉइड का मतलब कि इन द एग्जिस्टिंग पीरियड जब तक वारंटी है, इन इफ आई यूज अ थर्ड पार्टी चार्जर, तो वो तो वारंटी खत्म कर देगा ना. कंपनी बोल देगी आप थर्ड पार्टी यूज कर रहे हो.
नहीं रोहित, इसमें एक ये है कि अभी कुछ ओईएम मतलब छोटे ईवी मैन्युफैक्चरर जो है वो ईवी मैन्युफैक्चरर नहीं बोलूंगा मैं, ईवी शोरूम्स जो है वो ईवी कंपनी से चार्जर नहीं लेते, वो हमसे लेते हैं, क्योंकि उनको ईवी कंपनी से जो चार्जर आता है वो चाइनीज आता है और उसमें दे आर फेसिंग लॉट ऑफ चैलेंजेस. 3 महीने 4 महीने में उनका चार्जर खराब हो जाता है. वो उसमें टेक्नोलॉजिकल जो पार्ट है वो बहुत मतलब 1970s वाला पार्ट वो यूज करता है. एफिशिएंसी 70% के ऊपर जाता नहीं है, हम लोग 92 के ऊपर ही पूरा एफिशिएंसी देते हैं। इसकी वजह से क्या होता है कि बहुत से ईवी शोरूम्स वाले जो है वो हमसे चार्जर लेते हैं, गाड़ी डायरेक्टली मैन्युफैक्चरर से लेते हैं, चार्जर हमसे लेते हैं, क्योंकि ये मार्केट में टिकता है इंडियन मार्केट में, तो दैट इज द रीजन।
बोल रहे हो सही भी होगा, आप जो बोल रहे हो सही होगा, मेरा क्वेश्चन है, लेकिन वो शोरूम वाला ले रहा है, अच्छा, इट इज गिविंग यू गुड सेल्स, लेकिन अगर कल को वारंटी क्लेम करने जाऊं और कंपनी, शोरूम ने आपको दे दिया, कस्टमर को दे दिया, वो शोरूम वाले का गलती है, कंपनी का वारंटी तो कैसा वॉइड हो ही
इसमें
जाएगा।
रोहित,
अभी जैसे मैं एप्पल का प्रोडक्ट यूज कर रहा हूँ, इफ आई एम
इसमें
यूजिंग
ये
एनी
हो
थर्ड पार्टी
सकता है
चार्जर,
that they will be going B2B and they will be targeting B2C, और and टारगेट उनको ही करेंगे जिनका वारंटी पीरियड खत्म हो गया है।
3 साल
दैट
का
कुड
वारंटी
बी।
आता है योगेश भाई।
हाँ, 3 साल का तो ईवी इंडस्ट्री को अभी तो हो गए ना, देर आर मल्टीपल व्हीकल्स इन द मार्केट विच आर आउट ऑफ द वारंटी, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट बिल्डिंग अ B2C ब्रांड इन दैट वे, फोकस ऑन B2B एज वेल। सो ये
एंड
D2C करेंगे थ्रू कहीं ना कहीं, आई बिलीव।
एंड व्हाट आर योर प्लान्स फॉर योर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन?
Okay, so I'll give you both. One more thing is EV गाड़ी पे 3 साल का वारंटी आता है, चार्जर पे 6 महीने का वारंटी आता है। आप अगर कुछ भी देखोगे ना, चार्जर पे कोई वारंटी नहीं दे रहा, तो चार्जर रिप्लेसमेंट में आ ही जाता है, एंड द कंपनी डजंट आस्क कि आपने कौन सा चार्जर यूज किया है, क्योंकि
Okay.
उनको ही मालूम है क्या दिया है। So that is the one thing. The other thing is for a distribution channel in the B2C market, it is through these dealers, basically showrooms, सारे EV auto spare part showrooms and electric appliance के जो shops है, basically they will be our distribution channel in offline. In online, we will be on all the, rather we are already on all the leading e-commerce platforms, because they are also generating a huge sale in remote places. जिधर बाकी कोई नहीं पहुंच रहा, these companies have already reached. So that is
Okay.
giving us a good market.
Are you guys profitable now?
We are breaking even. We've been pumping whatever money we've generated till now in our development. We are breaking even.
Okay.
So
Okay.
now we want to increase our production, increase our sales. We will be turning profitable. I mean, profitability is just based on increasing the production right now.
So, कैसा है साहिल भाई कि I am on director, I'm on body for another EV company, and what we are doing is setting up dealerships across India, pan India, for OEMs.
Okay.
We have tie with 4 to 5 OEMs जो manufacture कर रहे हैं, and we are setting up dealerships for them pan India, and also getting clients for them on subscription basis. So if you want, I could get you on board कि हमारे जो dealerships है वहाँ पे आपके parts जो charges है, they will go as spare parts. And also the existing clients जिनको हम subscription model पे हमारी two wheelers दे रहे हैं, like we are giving fleet of 500 vehicles, 1000 vehicles, so they will obviously need charges. If your charges are जैसे आप बोलो कि टाटा वगैरह में जा रहा है, तो maybe we could collab or else get some stake in your company and then make your charger as our official chargers.
Definitely. So let's actually discuss this
Sure.
in detail.
See, I'll tell you, Nityanand and Sahil.
Yes.
Rohit is one of the investor to one of the startup in Entie's community that belongs to EV space. He has invested a good amount and he will definitely help you. I have been helping also Rohit and other investors to get the curated opportunity. So I'd like to appreciate the way Rohit is offering the help. You can certainly get in touch. Now we have got the next question from Vivek.
I'll just close योगेश भाई। तो
Yeah,
साहिल भाई,
please.
आप योगेश से नंबर ले लीजिए मेरा, पुणे में ही हूँ, आप भी, मैं भी पुणे में हूँ, we'll meet somewhere outside and discuss this further.
Definitely.
Okay, thank you योगेश भाई.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah, hi. Hi, Sahil, and hi, Nityan. So
Hi.
I have a few questions. I think Harsh already asked about unit economics, but like I couldn't see any product in the slide. So I like wanted to understand how the products exactly looks. And by unit economics, what I understand is your complete manufacturing cost per unit and how you are selling each of those. Like I think you mentioned 20 of the products you have. So just wanted to understand details on that, how each of the product is uh,
Sure.
priced and the costing, manufacturing and other costings around that.
So we are displaying our product. Actually, we've put up our brochure, our product offering on the screen right now.
Sure.
This is something that a charger looks like. We've made a unique outer casing, which is also acting as a heat sink for us. Helps us in the longer run. We've basically made this outer design, and the inner electronics is ours, but even the outer design is a little different from the market, which helps people identify that this is made in India. This is an original product. This is not imported. Uh, these are our main product ranges, and these can be made into multiple models. So this one product, it's a 200-watt charger which can be made into multiple models. If we talk about unit economics, as of today, whatever is our bill of material cost or BOM cost, the sale is on an average of 100% markup on the BOM cost today, which gives us a rough gentle margin of 60% behind every product. Even in bulk sales, the margin comes down to 55% when we are doing bulk OEM sales, but it's a steady 55% margin behind every piece and every product that we sell. So this is how this industry is working, and again it varies. So our general thumb rule is minimum of 60% margin on the BOM cost, and that's how we have been selling successfully till date.
Okay. And I think like what are your clients? Like basically you, I think we had a discussion around like going B2B, B2C, but exactly what are the clients you are currently targeting? What I understand from the discussion is you're targeting the assemblers. I think that what's you mentioned, and I think whatever the vendors which are selling in the EV chargers in aftermarket. Is this the only client segment you're targeting, or you're also targeting the part to partner with the companies as well?
Right. So we are working with both. We launched our product with these aftermarket players. We got them verified, and we got the satisfaction results from the customers, from these customers. Over the period of 2 years, we did a thorough market testing, and now we've started putting our products for approval on all these OEMs. So we will be this thing. We will be getting onboarded as a registered vendor for all these OEMs, mainly being Tata, Hero, TVS, Bajaj, all those people who are venturing into the EV market. We will be going to them. This is again, these are for two wheelers. There is a entirely big market for cycles as well. Where all these markets, all these brands are making e-cycles, where our product is also getting approved. So these are the two B2B markets. There is the aftermarket, there is a spare part market, and there is the first level market as well, where the showroom of a local OEM or a local assembler is giving our charger off instead of the charger from the manufacturer himself. They buy the vehicle without the charger, and they are promoting our product at that level.
We are also targeting some battery pack manufacturers and e-rickshaw manufacturers.
Okay,
So
sure.
that's also a good market.
Another question I have is, I think you mentioned that uh, in this market, products are not standardized, and it is a monopoly of the manufacturer. So let's say any other manufacturer, I think Yogesh also asked about it, but I still have a question on if they decided to enter this segment, particular segment of manufacturing these chargers itself. So what would like be differentiator between your company and any other big player who has money in their bank?
So that's an interesting question. The first being these products are not so easy to develop. We've all the other manufacturers today in India have tried to copy established products and they're facing a huge failure because at the core of these products are certain calculations which cannot be copied at all. And to do this R&D, the companies will have to spend a lot of money to be able to reach a stage where they have a stable product, and by that time it will be very late. So it is not so easy. I mean, only pumping money will not create a competition for this product. So that is one place where we sit ahead. And the other being, there are certain norms that the government is trying to push. So there is something called the AIS 156, which the government is trying to push. They have been taking out notifications in the last 2 years, but they have not implemented yet. And certain design standards have now been set for the product. So matching those, getting them in the cost that we are doing is going to take a lot of players at the time. And even today, what we've done is we've made our product plug and play. So basically, you all must have heard of a company called Okinawa. Now, Okinawa has sold a lot of bikes in India, but today, absolutely no Okinawa chargers are available in the market. They've just vanished. Last year, there was a crackdown by the government, and then there are lakhs of vehicles on the street, but there is no kind of support available. So, in such situations, our chargers, which are plug and play, which can easily be moduled to the customer requirement, help us stand apart.
Okay, so I think one question from follow-up question on this is on the same part, like each of the vehicle would like might have different ports or might have different
Yes.
ratings, right? Requirement. So, like, do you have the configurable charger, or basically you will study their vehicle and then you can come up with a
No, we
charger?
just show you. We've already done our study. Uh, Last page. Okay. Last page. Connectors. So the configurations are available on their booklet. The battery configuration that they have in the this thing in the bike is easily available, and we've studied all the possible connectors that are required in the market, at least in the two-wheeler and three-wheeler sector, and we've set a charger to be compatible with all of them. So as you can see, we have about 40 types of connectors that we've researched on, made ready with our products. So tomorrow, if a consumer comes up, he just has to select the type of a connector he requires, and we'll be able to give. There are certain brand-based connectors as well, which we have gotten developed.
Okay. So is it like I can change, like let's say I purchase your charger, is it like I can change this connector and I can use it for multiple EVs, like one charger to multiple EVs? Or
No, it is not that. But if you want to change the connector, you can simply go to any kind of a shop, any electrical shop. He will have to help you change the wire. All you have to do is change the output wire.
okay, got it.
It is not recommended to make it plug and play because there is a big power that we are talking about over here. Otherwise, it could have been just a USB-C kind of a port. But the power is very high over here, so we don't recommend that.
Sure.
And so we are also showing how we categorize our models. So it is basically one general 800 watt model, an 800 watt power brick that we've made, and then we can set it according to these various configurations. So these are the kind of configurations available in the market. When you look at the nominal voltage, ये वाला चाहिए या ये मेरे बाइक के ऊपर स्टिकर लगाया हुआ है, and we have to send them the charger. For us, it is a highly plug and play. I mean, it's a configurable product for us. The power section is done. We just have to set the output and send it out.
Another question I have is I want to understand exact addressable market in this case. Like, I think you have given an addressable market of EV actually, but we can have numbers on addressable market of exactly chargers, or per se, let's say I think we are dealing with the aftermarket section here. If we can get that numbers. That
Uh, Okay, so we haven't this thing. We will be able to give you those numbers on an average, as per the demand and the survey that we are doing. There is a market of about 2.5 lakh chargers per month. 2.5 lakh chargers are being imported. Now we have this import data. We get this data based on the HSM codes. At least 2.5 lakh chargers are being imported into India every month, and this is going in the aftermarket.
Okay.
The manufacturers are doing it separately. This is only done by traders. So this is just the import data. There is the same number of data for PCBs that are being managed. So it's a huge market that is available right now.
So you're saying 2.5 lakhs of charges being imported per month.
Yes.
And how much like how many charges you have sold till now?
We've put out about 12,000 chargers in the market till date.
And what is your production capacity currently
Today we can make 20 chargers per day. I
per
mean, we
day?
can assemble a lot, but we can only test and certify 20 chargers a day. And this is where we want to augment our facility to at least 150 chargers a day. So we have identified the equipment and the requirements. We need to purchase those equipment now.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Vivek. I believe Amar had got certain questions. Amar,
Yeah, I think a couple of questions related to cost. I think it's already covered. So what about after sales service in different areas? Right now you are located in Pune, right? So
Yes.
are you target the market around Pune or any other states?
We've done it pan India. We in within a year we are giving a no questions asked replacement. So we basically, if there is a complaint that comes up, we take the customer on a video call. We just see if the complaint is addressable virtually. If not, we are giving them a direct replacement through a direct logistics partner. And as of now, we have a complaint ratio of 1.2%. So it is not a major hurdle.
So you said the company currently the charges provided by the company is 3 to 4 months they're warning out, right? So what about our charges? What is the life of your charges?
We are giving a 1 year warranty on our product,
1 year.
but our chargers have been out there for almost 2 years now, and they're still running. So we
So
can
what is the cost difference between the normal company branded versus yours?
it's the same. I mean, we could be even less expensive than the company charges.
Okay.
We can today we are barely 10% higher than the imported charges in the market, and people are willing to buy those because for 10% they are getting a lot more reliability than what they can get with the imported ones.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
got it. Okay, anybody else? Piyush, mm, Shubham, do you have any questions?
Hey Yogesh, one more question. So you're targeting 150 charges per day, and your valuation 50 crores doesn't seem to be huge.
So it's a growing this thing. We want to do one.
Right. Yeah, your target for 20 to 150, but your valuation is 50 crores. Looks like much highly valued.
We are in a market which is growing, and we have products which
Right. But your target is only 150 charges per day.
for now, I mean, with this investment, we will be able to expand to that. And once we get in more revenue, then we will be able to increase our production capability.
Right. But yeah, but current value should be the current capacity, right? It's 150 capacity only, not 50 crores.
So we are aiming big right now.
Yeah,
And,
we'll talk.
we-
Maybe I'll connect offline with you. We can. We'll see.
Definitely.
Sure.
Okay, great. So that was great questions from the Amar, Harsh, Vivek, Rohit.
I was just sorry to interrupt. I was just asking, like you mentioned the three roles, you and Nityanand and your father. What are the roles you guys are having, and what are the stakes?
Okay. So Nityanand has the complete technological aspect. He is the CTO. He's basically the brains behind the product. He has an experience over 13 years in this industry, and he's been instrumental in making these products. I come basically, me and my father, we come from a electronics manufacturing background. So we had the production knowledge, we had the production processes
What
capability.
product?
We are into low consumer goods. And my dad is basically into low voltage consumer goods, electronics like lighting. Uh,
How big is that company?
yes,
How big is that company?
that company is doing a revenue of about 50 CR per year, and it's based in Pune. So we are doing it in Maharashtra.
So, how what is the like equity stake? Like, what is the share holding pattern?
So as of now, we are both holding 50% stakes, and we are the stakeholders and the directors in the company.
So, other 50% belongs to your father.
No, it belongs to me. My father has been our mentor, and he has helped us with the facility. Basically, he's given us a facility to use. We are working out of one of his units, and that is where he's also guiding us in these production challenges and helping us make it more productive. So he's more like a mentor to the company.
He doesn't hold anything.
No.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Shubham. So after this, all these questions, I have got a couple of questions. Cap table already Shubham has asked the question. Have you raised any previous round?
No, this is our first pitch.
Okay. You mentioned that you both share the equal equity. Are there any plans for ESOP, in sweat equity,
Uh,
anything for the founders, co-founders onboarding, marketing, tech, sales, anything you're planning?
we will be keeping a certain percentage for ESOPs, which is recommended for our, which is required for our growth when we increase our talent pool. But apart from that, no, we want to dilute a small amount of equity today, which is mostly going towards capex.
Got it. Okay, so there were few questions on the giants like Tata and Mahindra's. What if they come into your business? And in that answer, you mentioned that there are some technology, process, or design. Okay, these were the words in your answer.
Right.
So, do you see any IP creation opportunity here that you can patent something and you can uh, create a barrier? Is there a chance?
Not really, because these are very difficult technologies and these are published standards. I mean, these are protocols which are published but very difficult to use. So it takes a lot of
So
time to.
is there a way you can protect your designs, your size, you something has to be there so you
We
can
are
protect
working
other.
towards patenting our platform. So we are making, like I told you, we have made an uniform power brick. Basically, we are
Hmm.
making a power brick. So we are working towards making it patentable. The plug and play part of it is what we are going to be patenting. So we are working towards how to fit that.
Got it. That's great, Nityananda and Sahil. Thank you so much for your pitch and information. Thank you for patiently answering to the questions from the investors. I'll I'll share all the details of the investors with you, and I'll share your details with the investor as well. So that's it for a day. Thank you for here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Thank
everyone.
you. Thank you.